Well, good morning. No, it's not morning. Good afternoon. Wow, that was awkward. 1 p.m. and I'm saying, "Hey, good morning." Wow. So here we are, another beautiful Thursday. I can't believe it's another Thursday already here, and this marks almost the business halfway point of the month here in April. So wow, another show coming to you. Ask me anything. If you have a burning question for me, whether it's personal, whether it is mortgage related, real estate related, Airbnb related, coaching related, any of that stuff, drop it in the chat. Let me know. I'll answer it right here live on the World Wide Web. Super, super fun. I love doing this. This is our third get together. Folks have been talking to me, DMing me, and say, "Oh, that's really cool. That's great. That's awesome. I didn't know that." That's what uh, I want to fill some gaps for people that we come across, and some people are out there thinking about real estate moves, wealth moves. What am I going to do with my money? Where are the rates going to go? Where's the housing market going to go? So we just talk about stuff. So, like I said, if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. It'll pop up here in front of me, and I will go ahead and answer those questions that you have. So today's topic, we're going to talk about a real estate related thing, and then we're going to talk about a personal thing. Real estate today is I'm seeing a lot of folks that want to go out there and buy real estate, and this is for those that have owned real estate and are looking to go to the next house, right? So we call them move up buyers, right? So for all you move up buyers out there, uh, I want to have some solutions, and I want to talk about some solutions for you in today's market. So the number one thing that all move up buyers are like, "Oh, great. I don't want to go through this transition because it's going to suck because I have to sell my house, get that house under contract, and then go buy my next house." And let's talk about that really quick. A lot of you folks, if you bought before 2022, if you bought before 2020, you have a ton of equity. Tap into that equity, my friends. Use that equity for your down payment. Get out of that house. Do not have to go through all the hassle and buy your next house and then sell your departing residence. I love that. The real estate community loves that. And here's why it's so powerful for you to do that. Uh, Ask any real estate agent, and real estate agents, please chime in if this is the truth. It is easier for a real estate agent to come in, clean your house, stage your house, take beautiful pictures that are going to make your house pop on the internet where everybody starts their internet search for real estate anyway, to drive traffic. So if you have that ability, if you have that want, needed, and desire to move up, and you have a ton of equity in your house, look at a bridge loan, look at home equity lines of credit to grab that down payment and then jump into the next house. A lot of folks are worried about that. Well, what if I spend two mortgage payments? What if I have two mortgage payments? What if this? What if that? There's lots of what ifs out there. Uh, Definitely know your numbers, right? Understand what that payment's going to look like on the new house. Understand what the payment's going to look like on the new leverage of your departing residence, and make sure that you're cool with it. And then execute, because I guarantee you, real estate agents, please come on, realtors out there, back me up on this. A house that is able to be staged properly is definitely going to garnish a higher purchase price, as well as it's going to get more eyes on it. So super, super awesome. So that's number one. Number two, if you're looking to sell a house and then go buy another one, uh, I want to let's take a Zen moment. I want to open your mind and ask you to think about possibly, just possibly, becoming a landlord. Option number two, instead of bridging out and going into your next house, the option number two is, what if you become a landlord? Here's the cool thing that a lot of people have a hard time thinking about, right? Real estate average appreciation in the Pacific Northwest is somewhere between like 4% and 5%, right? Depending on your city location, but 30-year average is 3 to 4%. A lot of folks, what they do is they take this equity, these little soldiers we call equity, right? So let's say you're going to get $200,000 worth of equity out of the sale of your house, and you take that $200,000 and put it on your new house, and all that equity is just sitting around doing nothing, right? Kind of like grown adults that are eating potato chips in your basement, sitting around doing nothing. And you could put that equity to work. So you could pull some of that equity out for the down payment on your next house, but then turn around and rent that house out, right? So now instead of being a liability on your balance sheet, that departing residence now turns into an asset because it's generating income for you. And a lot of folks that have bought their house when rates were super, super low, your cost of funds is dirty cheap. Where in most markets that I've been using this tactic with my clients on, most markets, when you rent out that departing residence, you're actually earning income, right? You have a net positive cash flow. So just just use a number. So if the house that you have or had that you're moving out of is 2,000 bucks a month as far as your mortgages are concerned and taxes and insurance, and you then put a renter in there for $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month, think about the power of that. Number one, your cash flow positive. Number two, you're retaining an asset that appreciates at 4 to 5% a year. And the cool thing about that is that asset is 6 or 7 figures, right? So getting a great rate of return on a 6 or 7 figure asset that is giving you positive cash flow and a 4 to 5% appreciation factor, super awesome. On top of that, not only is the cash flow positive, that cash flow is also paying down your mortgage because that rent coming in, keep in mind that $2,000 mortgage payment, about a third of it is a principal reduction. So not only are you getting the positive cash flow, you're also having that tenant pay down the loan. Super awesome. So the positive cash flow that you have from that departing residence is now going towards helping you pay for that new house. Super, super powerful stuff. And you have two houses appreciating at that higher level. So using law of large numbers, right? So if you had one house at 500 and now you have another house at 700, you've got 1.2 in the market appreciating at 5% a year. Super powerful. And so I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. A lot of folks are out there saying, hey, I have to sell my house before I can buy the next house. It's a perception that a lot of times is built on fear because we don't want to have two mortgage payments. We don't want to be a landlord. I would say explore those, but before you down that path and go down that path, check yourself and say, hey, wait a second. What does being a landlord look like? What does being a landlord that completely turns the whole management side of the landlord world over to a property manager for a very small portion of that income? It's a huge, powerful tool that will help you build wealth beyond all belief. So, super powerful there. I just wanted to bring those thoughts out there. It's something that I have a lot of conversations around with my move up buyers. And if you have any questions on that, be happy to talk through your numbers with you and see how that works for you as far as your budget is concerned, as far as your cash assets for the next property. Super powerful stuff. Yeah. So that's that. This is a good bridge into the next like personal thing that I want to share is I have a coach. I actually have two coaches. And I view myself through the mortgage and real estate applications as a coach for my clients to make that move, whether it's a first-time home buyer, whether it's a move-up buyer, whether it's an investor, a seasoned investor trying to balance their assets and figure out which way they want to go to build their assets or better their cash flow. Coaching is awesome. Coaching helps us take it to the next level. We're all really good and we're all really passionate about the things that we're good and passionate about, right? When we get into other topics or other interests, whether it is investing in real estate, whether it is boating, I need to find a boat coach. So if anybody out there that's watching right now, if you're like a boating expert, I would love a boat coach because I'm getting into boating right now, right? So find those folks that help educate you, help empower you, and help take you to the next level of whatever your passion is. We there was a saying today. There was a saying that came up to me. It's not new to me, but it was reintroduced to me this week that uh, we should be working to live, not living to work. And it just reminded me, like, okay, great. How can we coach that up? How can we coach through that and help empower people? So, the coach that I need right now, if you're listening out there, I need a boat coach. Mike Hobbs, maybe you. But anyway, long story short, would love to help you coach through real estate and really make those great financial moves. I'm sorry, my phone's going off. I should probably put that on mute before I do these. But long story short, want to help coach you up. Coaching's imperative. I have two coaches. Just to share my two coaches with you, I have a personal coach that helps me with both my business integration as well as my life integration, how they work together and help move me forward. I also have a coach that's on the business side about accountabilities and helping me take my business to the next level. So, coaching is what helps us all get better. I think about my kids right now and what they're doing. They have coaches, right? If we think about those fundamentals, we have coaches. And my kids have their coaches and their teachers, which are awesome. Quick shout out. Coeur d'Alene School District, let's pass that levy. We're coming up in May. It's just a month away. Let's go pass that levy and make it happen. It's no longer 2 years. I totally digress, but we will talk about it as we get closer to it. But our kids have coaches. Our kids have coaches in the forms of teachers. Our kids have coaches as forms of they're legitimate coaches for their after school activities, or maybe they go before school. You know, my daughter's in swim over at the Coeur d'Alene area swim team. She's got 3 coaches that are in there helping her take it to the next level. My son is in soccer over at the Timber Thorns. He's got 2 coaches every week. They're getting together 3 times a week to get coached. So I would just say this: if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling in a rut, and maybe you feel siloed in your job and you're not getting a lot of guidance, you're not getting a lot of understanding and coaching, go find one. Reach out. I would love to connect you. I do have a couple of coaches here locally as well as nationally. So if you're looking for a coach and want to be coached, it's a great experience as far as I'm concerned. And I hope you all look for a coach, because coaching is what helps us take it to the next level. So if you're looking to take real estate to the next level, hit me up, DM me, send me put a comment here in the chat, and we'll get back to you. And look forward to talking to you all next week on Thursday at 1 p.m. where we're going to do another Ask Me Anything. Talk soon and have a great week.